This man right here looks like he's about to take Ghana football to a whole new level. But who is he? Two quick facts. He was part of a Ghanaian team that nearly beat a team including Ronaldinho in 1997 at the Under-17 World Cup finals. He was representing Ghana, who were up against Brazil on that big day. He was also instrumental in helping the Black Stars of Ghana qualify for the World Cup at the senior level for the very first time in the history of the country. But I mean, that is not why we are here, so scratch all that. The reason we are here today is that Laryea Kingston is now a coach. He took over the Under-17 national team of Ghana and in his first 15 matches scored 51 goals, making him win 11 matches, drawing 3 and losing only 1. Did he just get lucky? Is it an early day wonder? Or is this an indication of a coach that is about to take over Ghana football or football in general? I'm here to give you 5 solid reasons that prove that Laryea Kingston's early success is not just an early day wonder. And mark my words, he shall redefine Ghana football. Check the date this video was posted. Only one thing can stop this from happening, and that is if Laryea Kingston stops following through any of the 5 things that I am about to explain in this video. Not to worry, this is not just about Laryea, it is about you too. Because as usual, from each attribute that I mention about Laryea, I'll extract a crucial life lesson that you can apply in your life, which will undoubtedly make you unbeatable in whatever your endeavor might be. So let's dive right in and find out the 5 signals that show that Laryea Kingston is bound to leave his mark as an unbeatable coach. The first thing is that Laryea Kingston has an undying passion. For this one, I need to give you a backstory, so stick with me. So Laryea suffered one of the most heartbreaking incidents that any footballer can face in his career. He worked hard to achieve every single thing he needed and wanted to achieve, except for the most important one. Just when he was about to land his fist on it, it was snatched from his hand. So this is what happened. And it's important you understand this, so please pay attention. As I earlier told you, Laryea Kingston was in Ghana's Under-17 World Cup team at the finals. His career took off like a jet, and he was one of the most instrumental players when it came to the 2005-2006 World Cup qualifiers for Ghana. And by that, I'm referring to the senior national team, the Black Stars. His effort helped Ghana make history by qualifying for the World Cup for the very first time in the history of the country. It was a big deal. At this time, Laryea was aging as a footballer, and he knew that that was his first and last chance of playing at the World Cup, which was his biggest dream, biggest aspiration, and biggest achievement because he helped the team qualify for it. Follow me. Because of this, Laryea went through rigorous personal training, going to the beach alone early in the morning, getting his body ready for this tournament. And he knew for certain that he was one of the key players in the team. But guess what happens? The final squad is announced and Laryea's name is not part of the squad. It broke him. He was devastated, disheartened, disappointed, and any other negative feeling you can imagine. This was his biggest dream as a footballer, and he had achieved everything but that. It left a scar on him that he is never going to forget in his lifetime. It was almost like the story of Moses in the Bible, who helped the Israelites to overcome so many obstacles only for them to finally arrive close to the promised land, and then he is denied the opportunity of being there. But that is what is very interesting. You know why? For a long time, all Laryea felt was the pain, the disappointment, the anger of losing out on the most precious dream he had as a footballer. But it got to a point where he decided to turn all that energy, all that negative energy, all that disappointment, the anger, every negative feeling he felt, to take the magnitude of the feeling and just switch the direction from what it was into a positive one. So he resolved that what he was denied as a player, he will work at achieving it as a coach to give himself that fulfillment. Or to put it in another way, he literally took the biggest pain he felt felt as a player and turned it into the deepest drive he has as a coach. Because of that, his goal and target is to one day help Ghana get to the World Cup as a coach and be there to help Ghana get verified in the competition, something he didn't get the chance to do when he was playing. Now, because this passion is linked directly to the biggest disappointment he felt in life, only that he changed the direction from disappointment to passion. This passion runs very deep inside Laryea Kingston, and it translates directly into how he inspires his team, how he motivates his coaching staff, and how he challenges himself to reach the very top. Because of this solid drive, until he gets to his aim, it will continue to be difficult for any opposition to stand a chance against somebody with that kind of passion, because the drive in him is just too strong and too hot. Now, what can we learn from this? Extreme pain or disappointment is a great gift if you can learn to turn it into a drive for success. There are people who lost a close relative to some disease, and because of the devastation that it caused them, they decided to become medical professionals tackling that same ailment, and they went on to achieve great things and left their marks as trailblazing and highly accomplished doctors. Others become highly successful in life because of a heartbreak, and the reason is they took all that negative energy and turned it into a drive for success. One real life example is Oprah Winfrey. She suffered so many abuses as a child, but learned to turn this into positive energy that made her very relentless in her pursuit of success, and this made her extremely successful. So my challenge to you is this: what is the deepest unforgettable loss, pain, or disappointment that you've suffered in this life? Stop looking at it as a problem. It is a gift. Take a moment and think of how you can turn it into a positive drive to achieve something remarkable. I promise you that whatever you choose to chase with that drive, that passion, you will become a force to reckon with, because it will be difficult for anyone to be able to match that level of enthusiasm that you will go into the game with. As for me, I've told you. By the way, this is Eqay Inspire YouTube channel, and on this channel, what we do is extract crucial life lessons from important life stories. If you are new here, hit the subscribe button below, turn on the notification bell so that whenever we post a new video, you are going to get notified. One of the recent videos we shot was on the life of Ray William Johnson, the first king of YouTube, the first person to hit 5 million subscribers on YouTube, who is still reigning as a content creator on TikTok. He is arguably the most experienced content creator on the planet, and we extracted crucial life lessons from his life story. You can click right here to watch that video for yourself. Back to the video. The second reason why it is so likely that Laryea Kingston is going to redefine Ghana football is that he has a clear and solid vision. The first one is that he wants to set up a foundational team that will grow consistently and build the senior national team of Ghana. Clear vision. The second one is he wants to establish a signature style of play such that every team he coaches has that style of play and can be traced back to him. Clear vision. He knows exactly the goal he wants to achieve with the team. He knows exactly the kind of style he is going for to achieve that goal. When you have this level of clarity and vision of what exactly you want to achieve in life, it streamlines your effort. You wake up every day knowing exactly the steps you must take to contribute to that goal that you have in your mind. It defines your daily priorities and your medium-term goals as well. After playing only 15 games as the coach of the Under-17 team, it was already clear that Laryea Kingston was embarking on that plan consistently, and his vision for the team could be seen in his commitment and hard work that he displays on the daily. As Les Brown once said, you need a clear vision for your future and a strong desire to achieve it, because that is the foundation of success. Laryea has this foundation of success, and that is why it looks so certain that he will be exceedingly successful at this. Now, what can we learn from this? You need to have a clear vision for your life. And so when you look at your life in the next 5 years, you look at yourself, what do you see? Is there a clear sense of destination and direction that you want to reach at that time? And does that vision determine how you live your life today, every day? If the answer is no, you need to make a few changes. I recommend that you just go online and just Google how you can have a vision for your life. Oh, or better still, you can ask ChatGPT and just follow what it tells you. It is very simple. This singular act can change the direction of your life, the acceleration of your life, and make you highly successful. So please do that for me. As for me, I've told you. Now, the third reason why Laryea Kingston, the promising Ghanaian coach, appears to have an unbeatable game is that he has a unified force. This is very important. Everyone around Laryea Kingston, the coach of the Black Starlets of Ghana, is aware of exactly what he wants to do with the team and how he wants to approach it. There is no doubt in anybody's mind. It is clear. The unity in purpose is there. When the scouts go out to look for talent, they know exactly what the coach expects them to bring. When his technical team are discharging their duties, they are clear in how exactly their actions are contributing to the vision of the coach. And most importantly, when his boys, the team, go on the field of play, they know exactly what the game plan is, the style that they have to take if there is no direct instruction in that particular moment. Just listen to this teenage boy talking confidently about a game plan that the coach gave them, which resulted in a 5-1 victory in their first competitive match against a very good side.
We came with a game plan, and you could see on the field of play, we dominated play and we didn't do anything aside the totals, that we have to keep them on the final third, move the ball faster, and that's how we dominated play. We came in with a game plan and it worked perfectly for us.
You can clearly see the unity in purpose. This is the kind of unity in purpose that the Bible speaks of in Genesis chapter 11 verse 6. The Lord said, if as one people speaking the same language they have begun to do this, then nothing they plan to do will be impossible for them. If that is true, then you should believe me when I say that Laryea Kingston's team is one that nothing will be impossible for them to do, because they are one people, which is one in vision, and they speak the same language, which is the unity in purpose. Now, what can we learn from this? If you want your team to succeed as a leader, you must give everyone a clear sense of vision and purpose. You have to let everyone on your team understand their role and how it contributes to the general vision of the company or the organization, or whatever team it may be. Let me give you a clear example in history. In 1962, when the US President John F. Kennedy visited NASA for the very first time, he came across a janitor, or what we call a cleaner, when he was going into the hallway. And the president asked the cleaner, what do you do for NASA? And do you know what the cleaner said? He didn't say that he cleans, he keeps the place fresh, or he prevents diseases. What he said was that he was helping put a man on the moon. What that said was that everyone working at NASA was unified in purpose, because at the time their main goal was to get somebody on the moon. And this is why the team was eventually successful in that attempt. And so if you have the chance to lead a team, endeavor to make sure that every single soul, from the highest ranking to the least ranking, understand the vision of the company or the team and how their actions will lead towards the achievement of that goal. You will be blown away by the successes that you will chalk if you do that. As for me, I've told you. Now, the fourth reason why Laryea Kingston, the sensational Ghanaian coach, looks like he's going to leave a mark on Ghana football is his genuineness. No matter how talented a team is, some of the biggest factors that can destroy their potential and make them fail are apathy, dishonesty, favoritism, and nepotism. On the direct contrary, when there is honesty, genuineness in dealings, and meritocracy, even an average team can perform wonders. Laryea Kingston handles his team with transparency, genuineness, and honesty. He is so transparent, he even runs a YouTube channel where he goes detailed into the backroom activities surrounding how his team is selected, how they develop their strategies for success, as well as their techniques. The part that was even more amazing was one particular video where he assured all Ghanaians that if anyone anywhere knew anybody who was capable of playing in the national team but had not gotten the chance, the technical team is willing and ready to receive that person from wherever they are, give them a fair chance to try for the team. And he said that he guarantees that whoever qualifies will get a place in the team.
The doors are still open to all Ghanaian players. Whoever have seen a talent somewhere, you shouldn't hesitate to inform the technical team. We will find time to go and watch those players and bring them in and make sure they can meet the criteria that the country and the technical team is looking for. And the technical team is also ready to give everyone a chance to come and try. And if it meets the criteria, I guarantee you, he will make it to the squad.
This genuineness, honesty, and transparency makes Laryea Kingston's team bring out the very best of themselves. And if he is able to keep this up, which I believe he will, then he'll continue to remain a coach that is difficult to beat, or what I call an unbeatable coach. Now, what can we learn from this? If you are given the opportunity to lead any team in this world, bear in mind that being dishonest with them will destroy the potential of the team, and being honest and genuine with them will bring out their truest potential, and your team will be unstoppable. As Brian Tracy once put it, leadership is based on trust, and trust is based on credibility, and credibility is based on integrity, honesty, and a willingness to learn. What this means is that the success of any team, as determined by leadership, is chiefly based on trust and honesty. Whenever you get a chance to lead people, remember this. As for me, I've told you. The fifth reason why Laryea Kingston is very likely to turn Ghana football around is that he leads by example. Laryea Kingston is not the type of person who will sit back and expect his team to just work based on his instructions and get the job done. He gets involved in the action, and he's as hardworking as anybody on the team, if not more. Because when training is done, Laryea Kingston doesn't just go and sleep somewhere or take a rest. He goes back to an office and starts working after working. He's constantly learning, training himself, designing new strategies, learning from the mistakes they made whenever they play a match. He makes sure he puts all these thoughts and documents together, gets ready for the next training session before he retires from the day's work. His life literally revolves around the team. Whenever a leader exhibits this kind of character and relentlessness, the same kind of determination naturally runs through his followers as well. When you see the level of hunger and determination with which Laryea Kingston's players play on the field of play, it is a clear reflection of the kind of example their coach sets and how it naturally flows through their bloodstreams. Now, what can we learn from this? The best way to get a people to execute a task as a leader is not to just give them instructions and go and sit back because you are the boss, or just put together a list of strict punishments such that they are scared to violate any rule and so they are whipped into action by that fear. No, it is by leading with example. It is by making your life a clear case in point of how they should be living their life. In other words, it is by influencing them by your own actions and inactions. When you do that and your followers see that you are a clear example of what they are supposed to be doing, you may not even need a rule book for them to show enthusiasm, hard work, efficiency, and get you the best results you can ever ask for. As for me, I've told you. So that is it for today. 5 crucial life lessons from Laryea Kingston's mindset and the approach he is using to train his boys. And at the same time, 5 things that we can point to and say that if he keeps these virtues, his team will be unbeatable for a long time. I mean, no team will completely be unbeatable, but it will be very difficult for any team to stand a chance against such a force of nature. Let me just run you through quickly the lessons that we learned from this. The first one is, when you suffer extreme pain or disappointment, don't look at it as a problem. It is actually a gift. If you can just turn the negative energy it gives you into positivity, it can be the biggest drive you have for success. Lesson 2, have a clear vision for your life, because it will guide your actions and make you more productive than you could otherwise be. Lesson number 3, as a leader, You have to make sure that everyone on your team understands your vision or the vision of the team and how their action contributes to that vision. Because that clarity and unity in purpose will make anything you want to do as a team impossible to not achieve. Lesson number 4. When you have the chance to lead a team, know that dishonesty destroys the team and the potential of it. And honesty and genuineness is what will bring out the best in your people. So don't joke with that. Lesson number 5. The best form of leadership is by influencing the people you are leading with your own actions of what they are supposed to do. So this has been it for today. Before you leave, check the description of this video and you will find a link to join our Telegram community and our lovely WhatsApp community as well. And until I see you again in our next video, remember that life always gives us episodes of chaos and peace. But after each episode, you should pause, look back and ask yourself, what can I learn from this?